This music though. Hey everyone, how are we all doing tonight? As always, hope you're doing well. So, tonight I'm starting early, and I'm quitting early. It's probably going to be only for about 2 hours. I'm not going much longer than that because I do have work to do after this, and I am extremely tired. I did not stream Hitman yesterday because I got about 2 hours of sleep on Saturday night, and I was in absolutely no condition to stream yesterday at all whatsoever. What is this music? I thought I'd listened to this a while back when I was doing testing on this, but apparently not. I mean, it is the caution music to a T, but man. Anyway, tonight, it begins, or it ends and it begins. We're taking a look at MGS3. This is the PS5 version because the PS4 version is arse. I've definitely looked at that, and yeah, that's got some problems. I'll play that one offline. I don't know how fun this is going to be to watch though, because I will be following a walkthrough from start to finish for at least the first playthrough. Basically, the first playthrough is a 100% completion run. We need to find all of the food and all of the animals. I don't believe anything major has changed there. And then after that, we need to do I'll call it a big boss run, even though it is a Foxhound run. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as difficult as the MGS2 run. But again, I've not done it. I've not actually done it back in the day. I have played this game twice before on the PS3 and the PS Vita, but this only required the 100% run. It did not require a big boss run after that. So that will be new, as will all of this screenplay and masterbook stuff, which we'll take a look at later, maybe. But yeah, this will be it for Metal Gear Solid until Collection 2 comes out, I guess. Which hopefully will be 4, 5, and Revengeance. There was an article the other day about 4 saying that they were having some problems pausing it. I can't imagine why. I don't know what the difference is other than maybe 50, 60 FPS. So I'm going to go with the superior North American version. USA or something. Let's just dive straight in. We'll take a look at this intro. Good point. Best in the biz. Ghost Croatia, how you doing? We don't get an intro this time, it just goes straight to the menu. And I thought you could change the colours here, but I'm not seeing it. L2 changes the shadowing there. R2 puts it into slow motion. Running about 6 frames per second there. L1 also does the same thing as R1, and L2 does the same thing as L1, and R1 speeds it up. So R1 speeds it up, R2 slows it down. Slim Shady's today's targets in Hitman 3, nice. I'll make sure to avoid that. I might check it out tomorrow night. Tonight though, I just want to play some MGS because I'm super tired. There we go. So the right analog stick, if we push that in, we get a color change, and the left analog stick, if we push that, we get a camouflage change. Cool. So now that I've fiddled around with that enough, whoa, what was that? Triangle does something else as well. Triangle completely inverts it. That's kind of cool. Right, enough of that. Menus. First things first, it is not here. They moved MG1 and MG2 out of this launcher. They were here previously, but now they are not. Just going to go new game. Apparently we have to do MGS3 just to make sure that something doesn't bug. I don't know what the difference between these is though. I mean, MGS2 has its own unique thing, which I might check out later. Tonight it's not going to be that nice. and I'm going to play on normal. And I see immediately that we get extreme and a European extreme if we choose MGS3, whereas if we choose this, we don't get those options. Maybe that's half the problem there. Either way, playing on normal, the guide recommends very easy, but I'm not a scrub. And this is going to be a 100% playthrough where I'm just following a guide for all of it, so settle in.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
We're definitely playing as Snake again. Nice riding. I still think this intro is incredibly hype.
Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
I don't see the wingtip wires on that shot.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this pantywaist know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings.
And fly. God be with you.
Still love it.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, A certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov, isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why'd he want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handed him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
Some Metal Gear?
Missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
I've got to ask, this screen that we were just looking at with the 3 boxes, did they or did we have that technology back in 1964, that level of computer technology? I want to say no. But then again, when we didn't use the Cuban Missile Crisis for, I don't know where I'm going with that, I'll just shut up. Let's just enjoy the view.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
Just screwing with my controls. So R2 is zoom in.
Once we've confirmed
Like
the
that.
rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talon?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Yeah, R2 is zoom in, and R1 when we've got us, allows us to see through Snake's eyes, and there's a couple of trophies which are connected to that, I think. So I'm going to be doing that wherever possible. Farewell, backpack. Otherwise, just tossing this equipment aside, which is clearly labeled US Army. There's our boy. That's definitely Solid Snake. Give or take a couple of years.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
I love the way he says we need to leave no trace, and Snake has done what Snake has done. Alright, so firstly and most importantly, this is how the game looked like on the PS2, other than, you know, the whole 60 FPS versus 30 FPS or 25 FPS, depending on your part of the world. Overhead view, we can sort of tilt the camera here a bit. Up like that, down like that, left or right like that. But with the sustenance version or whatever it's called, they unlock the camera. We finally get full view for the first time in, well, ever. It's still not great though, because the way you need to line shots up is by going to first person view, and I can't actually find the button here. There it is. It's going to take me a while to reacclimate to the controls. Just being able to look around like this breaks a lot of things. Can I get back up here? But at the moment I've got nothing, correct? I've got the knife. Hopefully I can get back up here once I've got the gun. Let me just confirm that. I am reading the guide. It's not mentioning anything about this, so I assume it's all good. If I go this way, yep, there we go. Just gotta crawl through there. Alright, so we spent about 20 minutes listening to people talk. Let's spend some more time listening to people talk. Dang it.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission.
You think?
After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this, anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence.
There it is again.
No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule.
Charming.
Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance.
Again.
The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your
can't be
physical
serious,
condition,
man. You
acting
cannot be
medically,
serious!
as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
Christ, Valgeroy. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
Timing. I
It's
mean,
nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name.
this is going for another 5
What's
minutes.
your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
Mailing.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor.
Exposition.
Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission.
Hmm.
You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Oh god, it's a political game.
Abandoned me.
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission.
Stop using my real
A
name.
soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
Same
I
thing.
follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings.
That sounded
But
ominous.
this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80.
Miller.
Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Seems like I'm going to cut your hand down the bottom there if you're not careful.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Those eyeballs though. Oh, Gerard, dude, that is incredibly generous. Thank you for the 6 months. Holy shit. I need to change that sound effect. I wanted to change it to SIGINT. Well, when we get there, I'll make a recording. But I'm going to change it to SIGINT saying, is there a way I can remove my pants? That's not specifically aimed at you. I just want to change the sound effect to something funnier. Because John McEnroe isn't doing it for me anymore. Can I crawl through there? Yes, good. Ah, half an hour in and finally we can actually play the damn game. Alright, what am I doing? Kirotan 1. When you're at the start of the area, take the path east leading up. Once you're there, look to your left. Take the path leading up. And there you are. And again, we've got the same nonsense which involves us looking through first person, and then we can use the shoulder button to look left or right or up like that. Holding down square to get the iron sights up, and then we can shoot this thing. I would love to remove the suppressor if I can. I don't know if I can... Okay, so... Similar to all of the other games that didn't come out on PS2 or PS3, the controller that I'm using is digital. It does not have analog buttons as the face buttons, so if you pull that up, I can push L3 to lower the gun. Previously, you could slowly and gently release the square button and that will put it down. If you release it quickly, that shoots. Can I remove the suppressor? Yes. We do not need to use the suppressor, use my words for this shot. Yeah, don't worry, this game's weird. So, I now need to look for some snakes. No pause, that's good. There was definitely a pause on the PS3 version, HD version back in the day, in addition to the PS2 version. I can get rid of some of this stuff which I won't use. We don't need binoculars, don't need a scar. Can't get rid of the revival pill. I might hang on to the motion sensor. Yeah, this, it affects what is available, but it also affects how quickly you lose stamina. The less stuff you're carrying on your person, and the more that's in your backpack, the better. And also, I didn't mention this at the start, but I'll mention it now. I kind of love the way, I mean, people were obsessed with Kojima and Co. about MGS2, that they faked the trailers and stuff. Oh, hey. I'll be taking you. Frog B. Thank you. Have some delicious food. When they were showing trailers for MGS2, they were faking them. They showed like a fortune battle with Snake, and that was completely fake, and they hid Raiden. And people were not happy about that. And when they were showing off MGS3 very early on, the obvious question came up, where's the radar? Because there is no radar there. Got a motion scanner there, but the Soliton radar is not there. And the excuse they used at the time was, the Soliton radar does not work in the jungle. It only works in urban areas. Don't know whether they said anything more sophisticated, like high reflectivity or anything like that, but they said, yeah, the Soliton radar does not work in the jungle, and that's why it's missing. They completely hid the fact that this game is set in 1964, and therefore, the Soliton radar had not been invented yet. And I don't think anyone complained about that. Probably because we're playing as a character who doesn't want to make you cut yourself, but yeah. I do like the fact that they hid that, so that's the sort of deception that I like. Now, I've got an issue. If I go that way, that's going to get me out of here, but I don't want to get out of here just yet. I thought there was a whole nother region. Okay, collapsed tree in the middle. Let's see if I can find the stationary stuff. We've got the frog. Found on the tree left of the one your gear was hanging on. Yep, I see that there. Let's shoot that down. Tranquilizing that fruit. Mushroom A is found left of the collapsed tree in the middle. A dismembered tree is to the right of that. I did successfully follow this guide, so back in the day, so I assume I can follow it again. Snake, you can... Oh, God. You can do it, Snake. I believe in you. Really. Fuck's sake. This one is very hard to crawl through. Aha. Can I see those there? Mushroom A. Mushroom C is found slightly right of the collapsed tree in the middle. Oh, snake. I need to capture that alive. Hold still. Damn it. That's H. Doesn't say anything about G other than this may be it here. H again. Alright, reading again. Mushroom C is found slightly to the right of the collapsed tree. Which means it should be somewhere around here. Mention collapsed tree. Reading again. Mushroom C is found slightly right. Sorry, mushroom A is found left of the collapsed tree in the middle. I assume that's a collapsed tree. Mushroom C is found slightly right of the collapsed tree in the middle, so it's somewhere around here. There you are. Right, what am I missing? Fruit B, you've got that. Frog. We're missing Snake G. Is there a snake sighting? Is there a snake hiding somewhere around here? Directly in front of me? Not looking good. There's something here, but unless it's... That was a bird. They're camouflaged reasonably well. And I have done this at least twice more. Again, PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita. But I'm still struggling. Let's put that away. I may as well eat one of these. That's captured, that will not go off. Do I start talking to my crew already? I don't know. Seeing goes over there later, I think.
I see you've captured a giant anaconda. The giant anaconda is believed to be the largest snake in the world in terms of weight and diameter. It's not poisonous, but its large size makes it extremely powerful. They say it even eats crocodiles. Its only natural predator is man.
And snake.
And snake. The giant anaconda is a very large snake, but you should be able to capture it alive using the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So how does it taste?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Glad I didn't disappoint you. So?
Well, the guide says it tastes all right.
Good. I'll have to try some.
As we'll try some. We have the Snake Eater trophy, all is well with the world. Alright, so we need to kill the Indian Gavials. This isn't even Metal Gear Solid Delta, but this game looks gorgeous. Also, I should have mentioned the PS4 version has some major flickering problems on the background. Okay, it looks gorgeous until you look up at the sky. That is not a good skybox. Jeez. Let's say look at the skybox over there or something at the background, it will be flickering. It does not look good. Kill it with a knife and collect it. Really? That's a lot of angry gazers around here.
Snake, be careful of that swamp.
What's dangerous about it?
It's a bottomless swamp.
A bottomless swamp?
Yes. The mud in that swamp is highly viscous. It will stick to your body like tar. It will be impossible for you to swim. If you get swallowed by the bottomless swamp, you won't be able to escape on your own. Once you sink down to about head level, you'll be trapped for good. Make sure you get out before that happens.
So, I have to make sure I don't sink too far. Got it.
Snake, wait.
There's more.
Yes.
What?
Crocodiles.
Crocodiles?
Yes.
Crocodiles. Like the reptile.
That's correct. More accurately, they're Indian gavials.
What are crocs doing deep in this forest?
You'll have to ask Paramedic about that one. Paramedic?
Yes. The Indian gavial is a crocodile that originally lived in freshwater regions in India and Nepal.
Why are Indian crocodiles way out here?
They're captive crocodiles that were brought here for research purposes but escaped and became wild again.
Oh, lovely.
Indian gavials are large creatures. Adult males grow to over 6 meters in length. You'll never catch one alive, even if you use the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So, how do they...
Taste? Yes, I did look into that. You know what they always say. Tastes like chicken.
Sounds delicious.
But be careful when capturing an Indian gavial. Normally they're cowardly creatures, but the ones in the forest there are belligerent. Apparently they attack humans.
What do you mean?
They weren't the direct subject of any serious research, but some think they may have become violent as a side effect of the atomic research that was conducted nearby.
I'm sorry, if they're violent as a result of the atomic research, then how can they be safe to eat? Oh boy, I'm going to take so much damage here. Also, crocodile not being violent. I'm Australian, I've never heard of that. Very sophisticated gameplay mechanics. Really? I don't remember them taking this long to kill. I recall using the easy gun to take those out. Bug juice. Right, Kiratan 2 is found at the end of the swamp area. The second patch of grass you move in looks to your right. We need to get across here, preferably without getting hit. But if we do, I think it's alright. We'll get our health back over time. We just need to take it easy. There's something over there. I don't know why, so kind of wants it, whatever it is. I'm probably going to get attacked over this. Another suppressor, that's good. Yeah, you just slowly sink here, and if you sink, that's it, you're dead. No questions asked. So, second patch grass. Look to your right. I see you there. There's one for each area in the game, and I believe there are 64 of them. So it logically follows, I'll just shut up.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, Your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law.
Oh, we've heard.
We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen.
We're screwed.
The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
And this was so annoying that in MGS4 they decided to do away with that nonsense and create Octo Camo, which is arguably the best thing this series has ever done. Right, I'm going to make a save here because the guide's telling me to knock out a couple of trophies. Mind you, it also told me to knock out a couple earlier and I completely ignored that.
Saving the game, Snake?
Yep, let's save Paramedic.
Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla King of Monsters?
No, what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
That may be a good notification.
So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version, too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America, too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course! Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
Are we making Godzilla movies because Hollywood is creatively bankrupt? Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately. Maybe I'll have to put that as a notification instead of, is there a way I can remove my pants? I'd completely forgotten about that line. Alright, so before we go capturing things, I would love to knock out some of these trophies, but it means I'm going to have to remember how to play the game. I saw you way too late there, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, if we're looking at standard infiltration view here, you'd have to look around like that, maybe peek above the grass, and then move the camera around like that, but with the unlocked camera, it's a huge help. We're at 80% here, so we should be fine. Unless it gets a bit too close. What's your peripheral vision like? Really? I want to say we're good, but I don't know. Trying to remember my controls. Oh no, you don't. Who's next? Damn it. That one will go down. I have hit him. Yep, there we go. That should be the end of the alert. Don't know what the hell he's doing there. What button does what? Right, so L2 is interrogate. If I let go of him and then hit the button and stick, that will knock him out. That's Mama said. Close shave, don't remember what that one is. Let me just knock him out first. Nope, he's out, never mind. I've got to remember my controls. Yeah, I want to kill this guy and then I'm going to load because I don't want to make any kills. Mind you, I'm making no kills on my Foxhound run. I don't think I can see the options from here, can I? Talks about CQC there, but the actions, they're all in the main menu. Online menu would not help. Well, probably will, but I don't want to look there right now. I want you to wake up, please. So I'd love to knock you out and then we'll do this again, and then I need to find the button to slit your throats. Okay, someone is still around.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. Lost sight of the intruder, going into high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
So a couple of things. As soon as you get spotted by an enemy, it goes into immediate alert. Same as MGS1. It is not like MGS2 where they have to make a call to control or to, who was it? I think it was unidentified in MGS2, but basically they do not need to make the call and report it in for the game to go into alert mode. It just happens automatically. Which means that we cannot be spotted at all on the Foxhound run. Unlike MGS2 where you can get spotted, but if you trank the enemy before they make the call, you are safe. Christ, this is on normal. This guy should have woken up by now. What else do I need to find here? There's Keratin, there's a burb. Another burb. Using a grenade is recommended, that's hilarious. Fruit C, Fruit A. At the rate I'm going, this caution will be over before this guy wakes up, which is depressing. Also, one thing that I don't really like about this game is how long the caution phases last. It takes forever. Much like, you know, waking this bloke up. Alright, well, while I'm trying to wake this guy up, I need to use the left analog stick as well. Let me see if I can find close shave. Sneak up behind someone, hold circle lightly to grab him, continue to hold down the button with more power, you'll perform this action. That is not how the DualSense controller works, or even a DualShock 4. how did that work on the Vita? Ah, fuck. Vita used a touchpad, didn't it? I forgot about that. Oh my god, this guy's still not up. Holy shit.
HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. No problems detected.
Understood. Return to your position.
These guys over here are waking up. This is hilarious. How badly did we choke this guy out? Oh my god, this was a mistake. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to get these trophies later. Could have gone from then. What time is it? 8:40. I want to be done within 1 hour. So tonight is going to be a short one. Tomorrow, don't know if I'll play more of this or maybe check out Mr. Shady in Hitman. Might check that out very briefly after I log off tonight, but I won't play it. Yeah, I think he's lost. No, he's still got to.
What's wrong?
This is fucking unbelievable. How is that possible?
What's wrong? Who's that?
Meanwhile, this guy is not doing anything on my left.
This is HQ.
Freeze.
Eliminate all enemies.
Right, it's not touchpad.
Answer me. Speak.
How do I kill this guy?
If you climb trees, there's fruit.
Oh, I know. All I want to do right now is kill this guy. Nothing more, nothing less. Triangle. Alright, can I wake one of you folks up? Wait, you'll do. There we go. That's a knockout. Right, so now we've done all that, can I forget that any of that ever happened, please? What is, like you just don't care? Is that for holding someone up? CQC hold up an enemy. Yeah, okay, I got that one by accident. Alright, let's pretend that none of that ever happened. And let's get back to actually playing the game properly if I can. Which means maybe I'll equip my suppressor, knock those two folks out. It does say to toss a grenade at the bird though. Which, I get it, but it seems very excessive. The intro is showing up now. That's interesting. We haven't hit Operation Snake Eater yet, but now the intro is showing up. Okay, it's like random hurry the fuck up. Alright, let's re-equip our suppressor. Kiratan 3 is found close to the north exit. Bird D is found to the north exit. Bird E is found in the patches of grass where the first patrolling guards are moving towards. Yeah, I think I saw them moving away. I think we'll put you to bed. Just gotta line that shot up. Well, he lined himself up really, but you know. More bug juice. Birds, the birds. I missed my opportunity on those. That's a froggy. I see that froggy. Damn it. I guess that's why it's recommending the use of grenades. Another one. Didn't see him. Find a grenade, that would be lovely. Another tree we can climb. Take a look. Fruit A is found on the trees if you run in a straight line to the north from where you found fruit C, so it's north of us. Just watching out for this other guard wherever he is. You see me. Just gonna back away. Shrink him from here. Just very worried that these folk are gonna wake up after a while. Yeah, okay, I can see those fruit popping in there. They're not there, but if I move forward, you can see them popping in. This was a PS2 game after all. Right, we should get a trophy for that. I see that one. Three guards in this area, that sounds correct. Terrible shot. Alright, you may think this is cruel, fellas, but the trophy guide suggests to do this, so you know. Bring caution, but I don't understand why. Unless there's another guard around. That would make the most sense, I guess. Let me just put that away. Bird D is found close to the northern exit. Face south and head west. It's in a patch of grass. Shake up guards, get a grenade, throw it in the grass, catch as it flies away easily. It's found close to the northern exit. Face south, head west. Face south, head west. So what, you're saying it's north of me? When at the northern exit looking for the Keratan now, face south. Head west and notice a collapsed tree, it's on the stump. So bird D must be nearby. I've got memories of the Keratan being around here. I'm beginning to think that playing this on normal for the first 100% playthrough is not a good idea. That's the northern exit, correct? Yeah. Oh. Hold still. Right, just taking a look. So, we're at the northern exit. When at the northern exit, face south, head west, notice the collapsed tree. It's on the stump. Really? That guy's going to wake up very shortly. Oh my god, this is going awfully. It's here apparently, but I don't see it. I just blind. When at northern exit, go south. Also looking for this bird. Face south, head west, it's in the patch of grass. Face south, head west. I don't know about any of this, guide. What the hell? Alright, I'm burning through my suppressors just to do this one area. Where's the Karasan? I could solve that, then maybe I can solve the mystery of whether this guide author knows whether to use east and west. Yeah, okay, this is ringing a bell. Yeah, I see it. Okay, this guide author is a moron. West, when you're facing north, is to the left, and east is to the right. Fuck me, I probably need a better guide. That said, I've done this twice, so, you know. Let's toss another grenade. What could possibly go wrong? A frog. I need to dispose of some food. Preferably before it goes off. Tastes like chicken. No, that wasn't it. Shit. The bird is flying off. I think. Something ahead of me. What? Don't throw it that far, you madman. That's better. God's sake. Is that it? No, that's another snack. Okay, I've got no idea where this burb is. Just get rid of this. Right, no one heard that gunshot, so they're still resting comfortably. This bird, where is it? It could be there. It's most likely here. Yeah, it definitely says go west. Not happy about that. Let's see if we can stuff Snake.
That's enough. No more.
That's what I say, but she keeps going. Alright. 64 areas, we're done with 3 and we're an hour and 20 minutes into the stream. Oh god. That smile though. Alright, well, we gotta do it. I can see it. Can I see it here? Yeah, that's it. Beekeeping. Not even once. Whoa. I guessed the control correctly. Alright, do they come back? I do not recall. There's nothing under there for now. There will be later. Spoilers for later. Okay, so that's actually an easy way you can get across there. Oh, I forgot to hit the kerosene. Shit, I'll go back for that. It's on the other side of the bridge. That's not great.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight.
Surely those two can see each other.
There are sentries posted around the perimeter.
This guy right here.
I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Can I leave here without being spotted? I'm surprised. Honestly, it looks like we're in full view of that guy. Now, the problem I've got is these guys will have respawned now. Stalk this guy by using the D-pad. Move faster than him, but only just. That's you down for a while. Oh my god, look how many there are. Apparently it's ahead of me. I keep pushing the touchpad instead of pushing the options button. That's going to take me a while to get used to, I think. Where are my binoculars? No, they're on the other side, aren't they? It's up there. I'm going to need to gun these guys down. Which sucks, but there's not much I can do about it. Because that guy at the end is going to get upset unless I can nail him from here. Okay, I've hit him, but what I really need... not for that. That was instant. Holy crap. Okay, can I hit you now? There we go. Just had to cycle between them for a bit. You. At this point, I don't think the suppressor matters because, spoilers, we'll be losing everything shortly, I think. I may as well try and get into some good habits. Do I need more ammunition? I don't, do I? I'll grab some more anyway. Alright, what's next? All we're doing is getting the 5th Kuratan. It's found when you enter the area, keep to your left, enter the complex, notice a set of stairs, close to it is a hole in the wall, it's through there. Got us. I 1000% do not got us. I would like some better camouflage in this next area. Maybe the splitter, but I don't feel like switching right now. Oh, not that. That seems like a hell of a shot. Like just moving up here. God, wrong button again. Is there anything better than I can use? Squares will do for now. Problem with the motion tracker and lack of radar is it picks up everything. I see that. And if they're not actually moving, I don't think it picks them up. I hear movement, but sidestep to the side, wait for you to expose yourself.
Huh?
Shit.
The enemy is close by.
Really? I'm hoping that he spots his body here and resets, or not resets the timer, but I can take him out and that's the last guy, but I don't think I'm going to get this lucky. Someone said what's wrong, so one of these bodies has been spotted, but I don't see them going for the body. Unless they're going for this one out here, which that would surprise me. There's nothing on the motion detector. Okay, this is going exceedingly poorly. Meanwhile, I need to find this Keratan. Another suppressor, wow. I'm being way too cautious with those. Enter the complex from the left. Notice a set of stairs. Close to it is a hole in the wall. So there's a set of stairs. We're looking at it right here. It's a hole in the wall. Maybe that's it directly ahead of us. Okay, so I don't know why the dude said what's wrong, because then they haven't gone for any of the bodies. Is it through there? It's through there. I see it. Five of 64. I think I'm going to re-shrink these guys. Let's just put them back to sleep. Oh god. Terrible shot. New weapon. M37 12 gauge shotgun. Press square to hold. Released fire can blow away enemies. Yeah, that's typically how shotguns work. Alright, so I think this body has been spotted ahead of me, but they're not investigating us. That's got to be an enemy ahead of me, surely. No? Something crawling in these bushes. A snake! I'm mashing circle and he's not pulling out his knife, which is curious. Right, where did these dudes go? I hear footsteps. I'll pump you up with the nut darts, you will go down. I don't think I need to KO this guy, but given that this guy spotted me earlier, I want to take him out as a matter of principle. I think that's it. Alright, hour and a half into the stream, that should be just enough time to start Operation Snake Eater, and then we'll call it. Let's go have a chat to Sokolov.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
I would think that's pretty obvious.
He's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power.
Thank you for not showing us the historical footage of the Kennedy assassination.
The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me.
Whoops.
Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
So that's why the lip sync doesn't quite match.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Who would love this place? An abandoned warehouse or an abandoned factory, a dump.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
The signal sounded pretty strong earlier, even though she was in a submarine in... I don't remember what ocean it was. I think they said. Definitely didn't recognize the name of the submarine though. 6 letters starting with P. Snake's been in the Green Berets for God knows how many years now, but as you're about to see, he's about to get ambushed, and it's almost like he's a rookie. First major operation. That's Shadow.
Freeze!
Mission failed.
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Huh? We meet at last.
Missed that R1. Is that a bad thing? Probably.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Huh.
What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
A very flamboyant man. Young Ocelot.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
The hat doesn't fit that well if it can come off easily like that. Kind of a BS shot right there.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
How does he know? And if Snake was the boss, this wouldn't have happened.
GRU operatives?
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Hubris will get you killed, fellas.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Just shoot him, dude. This gun is still jammed.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
Those eyeballs.
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Start of a bromance right there. Snake let himself get ambushed, but he's reasonably good at hand-to-hand combat. I'm not, but he is.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Alright, so let me make a save. Pushing the wrong buttons again. Oh boy. There's two things I want to do here.
Saving the game, Snake?
Let's make ourselves a save.
Snake, do you know the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Nope, never heard of it.
These scientists are investigating a place deep in the Amazon called the Black Lagoon, and they get picked off one after the other by this fishman thing. And there was this scene when the heroine is going for a swim, and the creature sneaks up on her from underwater. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. I mean, of course, the 3D effects in It Came from Outer Space were a lot more intense, but...
It wouldn't be referring to you coming from outer space, would it?
Be nice.
How rude! Why do you say that?
Because no one on Earth could be as charming as you.
Good save.
Fine, I'll just get to the point, Snake. Be careful of what's around you when you're in the water. Just imagining you swimming in those jungle rivers makes me think of you being attacked by a fishman.
I appreciate the concern.
Fishmen aren't the only things that'll attack you in the water. Really be careful out there.
Okay.
And don't be attacking any pretty girls going for a swim either.
Are you calling me a fish man?
You started it.
Did we? I want to hear this conversation about having the gun jam.
Snake, stay alert. The KGB and GRU both have their sights set on Sokolov. GRU is a military espionage outfit, the intelligence wing of the Soviet Defense Ministry's General Staff Office. It competes with the KGB, which is under the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and the two are always watching each other.
Never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing.
Exactly. Now, added to that rivalry, there's a vicious power struggle going on between the Khrushchev faction and the anti-Khrushchev faction.
So Khrushchev is using the KGB, and Volgin and the anti-Khrushchev forces are using the GRU?
That's the idea. The two factions are fighting over Sokolov. We're in an extremely dangerous situation here.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Get Sokolov out of there safely. He must not be turned over to the KGB or to the GRU. Sokolov took off in the direction of the rope bridge. Get after him. Hurry!
Major, have you been able to contact the boss?
No.
You really think it's bad reception?
We're looking into it.
Major.
Snake, you've got more important things to worry about than contacting the boss. Right now, Sokolov is out there wandering around the jungle alone. What are you going to do if he gets caught by the enemy? We're still looking into why we lost contact with the boss. I'll let you know as soon as we find anything out. In the meantime, it's your job to find Sokolov and get him to safety. Got it?
I think this is a paramedic conversation now that I think about it.
I see you caught yourself.
No, I don't care.
By the way, Snake,
What?
what was that little lecture back there?
Lecture?
You were instructing the GRU commander, weren't you? Something about the first round or his hand?
Yeah.
What was that supposed to mean?
Well, whenever he put a new clip in his gun, he'd always load the first round by hand, whether there was a round left in the chamber or not. It's a technique they teach in the Middle East. By making sure there's always a round in the chamber, you eliminate the risk of pulling the trigger with nothing to fire. He must have heard about it from someone or read it somewhere. In any case, he probably wanted to try it out for himself. And he was obviously motivated by vanity to show off his new technique. That's when you make mistakes. The battlefield is an unforgiving place. The only techniques you can rely on are the ones you've mastered through experience and practice.
Uh-huh. And what were you saying about him being more suited to revolvers?
When he fired, he was bending his elbow sharply to avoid the recoil. It looked like he wasn't aware he was doing it, but that habit can be either a fatal flaw or a gift.
What do you mean?
Automatic weapons use recoil to operate, so if you don't let the recoil hit you, it interferes with the operating cycle of the gun.
I don't know if that's a thing or not.
Basically, he shouldn't be trying to avoid the impact like that. But with a revolver, there's no need to let the recoil hit you. Just the opposite. Avoiding the recoil lets you reduce the strain on your hand and arm. That kid might just be handy with a high-caliber revolver.
Handy? Are you listening to yourself?
What do you mean?
He's the enemy. Why are you giving him advice? Snake.
I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't help but point it out to him.
Snake, are you all right?
Yeah.
I don't know enough about guns to understand how the recoil and the cycle works. I think that is a thing. At least I think it would be, because Kojima is Kojima. I don't think you'd put it in the game otherwise. But let me just take a shot here. And then I'll load. I don't think I need to worry about making kills or getting alerts or whatever else, but I feel like loading is the appropriate choice after this. Right, Ocelot, you're a bad person. You need to die.
Snake, what have you done? You changed the future. You've created a time paradox.
It doesn't matter whether you do it now or you die elsewhere if you just wait. The character's transformed to change the time paradox, and it's quite freaky. Let me load my game. We'll cross the rope bridge. We'll see if they fixed that rain bug. The blue point released back on the PS3 removed an effect. We'll see if they fix that. We'll get some more cutscenes, which are probably going to last more than 10 minutes. And then we'll immediately quit when I can hit the next save point. You see, I do need to call it early tonight. I need to do some work. And I need to rest. I'm very tired. But oh man, I've been playing for about 80 minutes and haven't been playing terribly much other than just trying to find these damn frogs, a couple of animals, and watching a bunch of cutscenes. Next time, we'll be doing more of the same. I don't know if that'll be tomorrow night or not, or later in the week. Alright, please enjoy. You can put down the gun, dude.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
Sounds like a Metal Gear to me.
Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
That facial expression.
War.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Killing you seems like a very good idea, just saying. Snake is slipping into his habit of repeating the previous sentence with a question mark at the end. So I'd look down, dude. Shoot first, ask questions later.
Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
That wasn't part of the mission, but okay.
Hornets?
So how did that helicopter get so close? Was it cloaked or something? Cloaked in those Hornets? Don't know.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day. We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Those
Now that
eyes.
all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
You can barely see him, but the Fury is in the background behind the end. Is that effect still missing?
It's raining blood.
It is. They didn't fix it.
Is he crying?
I thought they'd fixed the rain effect. Huh.
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
What's wrong with your face?
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
We were talking about it earlier.
Pull the trigger.
Exactly. How quickly can you reassemble that gun? Jesus.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
I see the bandana coming off, but he does grab it.
The new blood has been rejected. Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
That wasn't a yes/no answer.
Shagohod is ours.
Yeah, if you fall into water from that distance, you're dead.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
It's like if the fall distance is over 2 seconds, you're hitting concrete. And that will kill you. No questions asked. Alright, let's go heal ourselves. Ghost Crash, I haven't played any LEGO games. I played a few. I'm amazed I didn't fix the rain effect. Yeah, we're not in a good state there.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the
I
treatment.
hate the way the music cuts out.
Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item, and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound.
Video file's not in alignment.
Everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
There we go.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
I don't remember the subtitles being out of alignment elsewhere. Did we die if we just wait here long enough? I think we might. Yeah, look over there behind that log. We'll look at it shortly, but you can see a fossilized body over there. That apparently is the Sorrow. Again, wrong button. Maybe by the time we get through this playthrough, I'll have figured it out. I wasn't paying too much attention to that. What do we need? No bandage applied. We need to apply a splint. Deep cut, so what? Suture. Disinfectants. Bleeding, styptic stops bleeding. Bandage. Yeah, we don't need medicine. We need surgical treatment here. Right, I'll screw that up. What did I apply that I did not need to apply? Suture, bandage, styptic, and disinfectant. I probably applied a splint, didn't I? Yeah, honestly, this sort of gameplay does not do much for me. And that's it for tonight. One way to put your arm back in, I guess.
job, Snake.
Is that the boss's
We're coming
bandana?
to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Going up in the Fulson. If you look left here, you can see that body. Seems very dangerous. Just flying information like that. Like, I imagine those helicopters colliding. Or cables coming loose or something. He's still upset. Ocelot, that is, not Vulcan. He's very happy. He's a very happy boy.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her Cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
Not interested.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
I'm surprised he lets it go just like that.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
That's a problem. I don't know where that's aimed at. If it's aimed at the area we just were or somewhere else. The game is not very clear on this. It's close enough that we are causing a shockwave, but it's been a while since we've dropped any nukes on the planet, so I don't know what that means in terms of distance or what, but if we're that close, then surely we're getting irradiated from that. I thought that maybe the area Rasvet, where we picked up Sokolov, that's where it's been nuked, but I don't know if that's correct or not. Alright, so I'm going to make a new save here. This is the start of Operation Snake Eater. I'm going to skip everything here. Except for this first part. YouTube, you can have my ad revenue. We have to end here.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
That's will do. I've got to be honest, I'm not a massive fan of that cutscene, simply because if you try looking at the credits, you can see the names clearly enough, but you can't see their roles. It's like very, very hard to read. Visually, it's a bit of a mess, and looking at it on a 1080p screen, it does not look good. I don't recall how it looked back in the PS2 day, but I don't recall it flickering that much. It's like there's been no upscaling to it whatsoever. Anyway, I've gone over. I'm going to call it here. Next time when I play this, I don't know if that'll be tomorrow night or maybe the night after. Maybe I'll check out Hitman tomorrow, don't know. Maybe I'll sleep tomorrow, don't know. Then next time we'll just load from where we left off. So if I do load, that's going to bring us to that lovely intro, which now plays at the start. And then we can start checking out Operation Snake Eater, which is basically the second half of the game. But in terms of areas, we've done the first 5 areas. We have 59 more areas to go, so yeah, it's going to be a long playthrough, I think. And then after that, I need to do some trophy cleanup, and then I need to do a Foxhound run, which is basically playing the game again under big boss conditions. It's not going to be anywhere near as difficult, hopefully, as MGS2, because we have 25 saves instead of 8. But we'll cross that bridge, pun intended, when we get there. As far as the screenplay book's concerned, is there anything interesting in here? Take off the mask. Basically, if you start by saying, I like MGS2, he's wearing a Raiden mask, and I think we might actually have that in our inventory. I just haven't looked at it yet. Player backtracks from the factory considerably. How do I zoom in on this? It's been a while. Here we go. There's so much stuff in this game that I've not seen, and I definitely did. You're abandoning your mission. I've definitely listened to a lot of cutscenes, but obviously not all. Player tries to proceed past the factory. An invisible wall prevents the player from going any further. Got quite the frontier spirit. What can we do after we meet Sokolov? We have the battle, the rope bridge, we just saw all that. What notes? Do you know what that means, Chad? Levnoya, Redov, I can't read Russian. Yeah, okay, it mentions Kurabara there. The legend of Sugawara no Michizane, 9th century Japanese aristocrat, after being exiled to Kyushu and dying there in agony, Michizane returned as a god of lightning and attacked Kyoto to exact his revenge. Though the land he had owned, Kurabara, Mulberry Field, was spared. Kurabara thus became an incantation to ward off lightning, similar to the English phrase, rain, rain, go away. I never knew that. Yeah, we can ask about Thunderbolts. Torres for his accomplishments in anti-guerrilla operations in the Ukraine and Baltic states. He disposed of over 100,000 anti-communists. Touchy subject. Lesson with Ocelot, we heard that. And if we bug paramedics, she just tells us to hurry up. Alright, I'm gonna call up there. Thank you for watching, everyone. Valjerai, you fucking madman. Thank you for the 6 months. I don't understand why, but thank you. I'm gonna hit replay on that. And maybe next time I will actually change that sound effect to something more sexual.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
Because honestly, that's too much, man. But thank you, it is very much appreciated. And I feel it needs a better sound effect than frigging John McEnroe. Alright, again, not sure when I play this again, whether it's tomorrow night or later in the week, but regardless, thank you for watching, have a great day, great night, whatever it is in your part of the world, and I'll be back online with some more Metal Gear Solid 3 Platinum Trophy hunting very soon. See you then.